Got lots of great news to share with you in regards to the conference. So don't listen to the haters out there that said it was a nothing burger. We're also going to talk XRP price. And I apologize for me being a bit shaky in this video. You're going to understand why shortly.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Lots to talk about in this video, and it is good stuff. Now, I will admit the market was expecting a bit more finite details from the meeting, but that's because people are expecting specific names to be mentioned. But before we get into the news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it at the beginning of the next video. Patrick Gagnon, who normally doesn't agree with me, well, guess what? I agree with you. That's why I don't block the haters' comments, because I'm open-minded as well. Patrick, you get the lead comment today, good man. To hear the government people in power saying the plan at the meeting moving forward was amazing. So many people with the nothing burger talk. This was the meat, the basis for moving forward. Better than the radio silence on the matter, no attention span generation. Patrick, I completely agree with you. There was lots of meat, like deadlines. Guess what we're going to get, everyone? We're going to get regs within 100 days. Richard Deacon says Klaus is the best crypto commentator on YouTube. Straight to the juice, balanced commentary with humor. No clickbait uploads often. Like, come on. And subbing to this channel is free. Let's support quality content. Like, sub, share, get his numbers up. Yeah, seriously, it's free to sub. I'm trying to hit 40,000 this month. It is going to be very hard, but I'm going to work hard to earn that sub from you. Now, the reason why I'm shaky, well, it has to do with this. We had an earthquake last night. Yeah, we had one hit off the coast. We felt it in this building. Shook this building quite well. And holy crap, I'm sitting there. It was 1 in the morning. And all of a sudden, like, I started feeling a weird sensation. I didn't know what it was. I live on the East Coast. We have hurricanes, right? We know when they're coming. We could see them. Never been through an earthquake before. And we're up in a higher building, and you could just feel it. When I got up and stood up after I got my clothes on, I, like, had trouble standing. Like, you could feel everything shaking. It was absolutely crazy. Sirens going off. Buildings were being evacuated. This was crazy. Everything is good around by us, but you felt it. I mean, like, you felt it. It was really weird. So if I'm a little thrown off, I had a nightmare that woke me up. Had to do with the severe storm. Wonder where that came from. So just give me a little bit of leeway here if I'm a little shaky with my voice and maybe not the most polished. Bitcoin sitting at 98,389. ETH is 2786. XRP at 252. The market was expecting more. The market was expecting specifics. That's why the market went red yesterday. We were expecting, and I say we being the overall global crypto market, was expecting, hey, you're going to mention this, this, and this for the strategic reserves, this, and this. There's more to that. There's so much more than that. Look, let's just skip the rest of this and let's see what's going on. SEC reassigns 50 lawyers and staff due to crypto reinforcement. Good. Get a job elsewhere. Seriously, this is great news for us. The downsizing follows an executive order from President Trump to drive the growth of digital assets by reducing the regulatory strain. So no more regulation by enforcement. They're going to work with us. Good news number one. As part of this, several lawyers from the crypto unit are being reassigned to different departments within the SEC. Maybe they're getting reassigned to, I don't know, Antarctica? No, it doesn't work that way. They're in the United States. I just thought it'd be a cool joke. According to the New York Times report, one senior attorney has been transferred out of the enforcement division. Some insiders are also reportedly viewing the measures as an unjust demotion. Well, this is what happens when you have a regime change, right? Listen to this quote. The SEC is scaling back its crypto enforcement unit. Some in a special unit of 50 lawyers and staff have been dedicated to bringing enforcement actions are being resigned. This is from Eric Valchunas. And as always, any article you see in this video and all the other ones, they're linked to everyone in the description below. If I get enough subs on this video, I'll stop singing, all right? No, I won't stop singing. Come on, every once in a while, I throw it in. Oh, you want more good news? Here's good news number 2. Cftc sets out to finally end crypto regulation by enforcement. Remember all those channels out there that said, oh, the CFTC is going to protect us. Oh, they're in good with Saudi. That didn't do jack shit, Ola, girlfriend. This is also expected to restore market integrity, enabling the agency to utilize its resources to limit fraud, manipulation, and abuse. Those are the things we want to focus on, not the whole crypto by enforcement thing. The CFTC believes that the restructuring will help enhance consistency and fairness due to processes and prevent agency overreach. Golf clap. Seriously, golf clap. Previous enforcement tasks will now be simplified into 2 new task forces, the Complex Fraud Task Force and the Retail Fraud General Enforcement Task Force. Okay, so basically they want to make sure they go after fraud. So all the stupid stuff where, oh, it's unregistered or, oh, blah, blah. No. That's not what's going on. They just want to make sure that people aren't screwing people over. I like that. What else came out of this? Guess what? Good news number 3. The SEC is evaluating retroactive relief for past coin offerings. Golf clap. Golf clap. The US SEC is carving out a new path for the cryptocurrency sector, including evaluating the security status of crypto assets and potentially providing retroactive relief for certain token offerings. That's right. So if something was unjustly done to a company in the past, they're going to be helping them out. According to a February 4th statement issued by SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce, the White House's newly announced crypto task force, golf clap, will use its tools to provide better regulatory clarity for digital assets, something that the Commission was criticized for failing to do so under Gensler. Listen to this. The task force is recommending Commission action to provide temporary, prospective, and retroactive relief for coin and token offerings under certain conditions, including providing and updating specified information and agreeing not to contest the Commission's jurisdiction in the event of a case alleging fraud in connection with the purchase and sales of the asset. Basically, they just want to make sure if it's outside of fraud, they're going to let it go now. And they're going to help those companies. You want to read the statement from Hester Pierce? Guess what? I've got it right here and it's linked in the description below. Pretty good read. It's going to take you about 10 minutes to get through. Goes through the security status, the coin offerings, registered offerings, special purpose broker-dealer stuff. You got to read it. Now listen to Hester Pierce. In the paper titled The Journey Begins, Pierce acknowledges that the SEC has struggled to define the approach to cryptocurrency. Over the past decade, regulatory uncertainty, inconsistent policies, and legal ambiguity have shaped the crypto landscape. This is what she wrote, and I want you to take note of this, okay? It took us a long time to get into this mess, and it's going to take us some time to get out of it. The Commission has engaged with the crypto industry in one form or another for more than a decade. Yeah, but we never got the clear rules. And that's what she's saying. She's like, yo, we're going to fix this, but please give us time. That's again why the market didn't react super green yesterday, because the crypto market has been notoriously wanting fast action. And the United States government isn't that fast. But one of the big highlights yesterday was they said they're going to be able to get through crypto legislation through the Senate within 100 days, everyone. That is amazing news. Now let's take it even further. U.S. lawmakers from working group to draft crypto rules as the BTC reserve plan gains traction. And it wasn't just the BTC reserve plan, it is the crypto reserve plan. So we got, I don't even know what number we're on, but more good news, golf clap. U.S. lawmakers announced the formation of a working group on Tuesday tasked with drafting a comprehensive regulatory framework for digital assets. The announcement was made during a press conference featuring White House crypto czar David Sachs, along with key people. Formation of the working group comes as Trump administration intensifies its focus on digital assets. One of the key initiatives under consideration is the creation of a national reserve. This is one of the things we're going to look at as part of the internal working group for the administration, Sachs said during the press conference. This is good. Republicans announced formation of bicameral crypto working group. More good news for you. That's what I'm saying. So everyone out there that said yesterday was a big nothing burger, well, yeah, it was a big nothing burger for them going, oh, we're going to get this asset or this. No. They're laying out the meat. And that's why I don't delete the haters' comments, because Patrick does give me a lot of crap. But I got to be honest with you. Keep your eyes and ears open, because that's how you learn from others. And Patrick, you are exactly right. This was the meat, the basis for moving forward. And that's why, sir, you don't get banned. That's why I don't ban anyone in this channel for not agreeing with me, because yes, if we work together and we keep open mind, we will learn and get better. So this is what happened. In a February 4th press conference, Arkansas Representative French Hill, chair of the House Financial Services Committee, said lawmakers in 4 House and Senate committees would be part of a working group to move this forward. That's awesome. Now, this is outside of Trump's group. So even the House and the Senate, and here's the best part. Guys, gals, they got support from the Republicans and the Democrats on this. So you know they're going to be able to work stuff through. And hopefully, if they have support from the Republicans and the Democrats, if we ever have any regime changes again in the future where the pendulum swings the other way, maybe we'll have enough Democrats out there to help us and keep us going. We don't want to be behind in the financial technology and digital assets in the United States. This came from French Hill. Congressional working group is separate from the one proposed by Donald Trump in an executive order. Good news, right? Now, the not so good news was what? Was the market was really expecting like, oh, XRP, BTC, ADA for executive blah, 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 stash. No. They're not going to do it like that. They're going to be very methodical about this because they don't want to mess it up, because they have support from both sides of the aisle. That's why, as the conference happened and people realized, oh, wait a minute, they're not talking about specific cryptos. Yeah, that's why the market pulled back. Now, look at XRP price wise, okay? You can see exactly what happened. Yeah, the market was expecting a lot. There was a lot of anticipation coming in, and then we kind of peeled it on back. But we're holding it right around the 250 mark. So if the 250 is the new floor we have right now until we get the juicy good news, I believe a lot of us are okay with that. We're still 20% off from the $3 mark that we would like to be at where we were floating for a while. But like I said, 100 days, we're going to get this through the Senate. We also got the CFTC changing their policy. The SEC has reassigned the naughty lawyers that went after crypto companies. The SEC is also changing its policies. We also have the SEC head, Hester Pierce, going out there saying, yo, this is what we're going to focus on. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle, Democratic and Republican, are all in on this stuff. And what's awesome about this shows you the strength of the crypto vote along with the crypto money behind that vote. This is big news, everyone. So I get it. You might be upset that the price action didn't reflect yesterday's conference, but yeah, that's because people were expecting specifics too much. But this is the meat moving forward, like Patrick said, and I'm glad to share it with you. So, how's that for a whole bunch of good news wrapped up into one juicy package for you? And some of the big takeaways is this. Support from both sides of the aisle, which means what? Hopefully, going forward, the crypto sector won't have to worry if we have another regime shift to the other side, messing things up for us. The other big focus came from the CFTC and SEC, also both saying, hey, look, we're going to focus on fraud. We're going to let the stuff go out, like the registers, the offerings, the special purpose broker stuff. We're going to let that kind of hang out a little bit until we get the regs, but we're going to keep focusing on fraud. That's awesome because that protects us but also allows these crypto companies to move forward. We also heard what? That we're going to get word from the FDIC, the Fed, and all that saying, hey, what are banks allowed to do? And give us the, yes, the authority to do so. Yeah, because remember before with Operation Choke Point 2.0, they were like, no, banks can't really touch crypto. And we were like, yo, well, what's the law that says that? And they couldn't show us the law because there really wasn't. So now there's going to be a directive for them to tell banks, yeah, you can own crypto. We're okay with it. Lots of juice thrown in here. I will admit, though, I understand why people were upset saying, yo, where's the price action for this? And remember, not every big news thing out there has to do with price action. It has to do with setting the foundation for price action because you can't have price action if you still have naughty lawyers in the SEC trying to wreck you, naughty lawyers in the CFTC trying to wreck you, and all that kind of stuff. So look at this as the foundation. And speaking of foundations, yo, was this building shaking with that move yesterday? But the foundation held up. I got to be honest with you, this is the first earthquake I've been through. And while traveling, it's a little weird, right? When natural disasters happen at home, you're a little bit more prepared. You're a little bit more like, you know what to do, right? You're in your comfort zone. Here, I don't know the language. I don't know the procedures. But luckily that morning, right? The previous morning, Tuesday at 9 a.m., we actually had, a disaster drill. So we actually had a good idea. My daughter and I had our plan. We had all our shoes ready. We had everything ready. It was good to go. Still really scary because putting my clothes on, like trying to keep my balance as things are moving, whoa, was that weird. And especially we were higher up in the building. So it was a bit odd. So I do apologize today if I was a little shaky, a little frazzled. I did have a nightmare right before I woke up that had to do with the natural disaster. So I wonder where that came from. And the funniest part is, you guys see who's on the TV behind me, right? Joe Scott. You know what the video was that I watched before I went to bed? The one about skyquakes. Talk about friggin' irony, huh? All right, everyone. Choo choo bitches, and I'll catch you later.